pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot.
Hello and welcome once again to Chinese Pod. We come from Shanghai, China. We bring you lessons in spoken Mandarin. Today's lesson is the first in our 4 levels. A newbie lesson. If you find this too easy, you can go to ChinesePod.com and find something much more challenging. My name is Ken Carroll.
And I'm Jenny.
And so we have the context today. Jenny, tell us something about the context.
Yes, you're in a taxi and you want the driver to stop.
Okay, so you're in a taxi.
Yeah, in a place you want.
So there's a kind of a suddenness about it.
Yes.
Okay, so you're in
and
a taxi.
And a precision about it.
And you realize you've reached the place where you want the taxi to stop, so you tell them. Well,
very essential.
It is, and very realistic for people like me who daydream in taxis all the time. So, good. So you've got the context, our usual approach. We'll listen to it 3 times and then we'll come back and we'll break it down for you.
Dialogue first time. 师傅，在这儿停车。
哪里？
靠边停就可以了。
好的，没问题。
Second time. 师傅，在这儿停车。
哪里？
靠边停就可以了。
好的，没问题。
Third time. 师傅，在这儿停车。
哪里？
靠边停就可以了。
好的，没问题。
Okay, translation time.
Yep. 师傅，在这儿停车。
Driver, stop here, please.
师傅，在这儿停车。
Driver, stop here.
师傅，在这儿停车。哪里？
Where?
哪里？
Where?
哪里？靠边停就可以了。
At the side of the road here, that's fine.
靠边停就可以了。
Just here is fine.
靠边停就可以了。好的，没问题。
Okay, no problem.
好的，没问题。
Okay, no problem.
好的，没问题。
So you want to learn traditional or simplified characters?
Can I just learn to speak Chinese? I really don't want to write or read. It's too much for me.
Are you one of the learners that told us early on that you just want to speak and listen to Chinese and you think Chinese characters are way too complicated? Then I really think you should check out our new introduction into how to read and write Chinese characters. It focuses on simple characters that you encounter in a Chinese language environment every day. In 11 entertaining episodes, we set out to convince you that Chinese characters are actually quite easy, and we hope that you will soon share our excitement. Visit 88 characters on www.chinesepod.com/88 and give it a try. Or search for the first episodes on the Chinese Pod channel on YouTube. It's as simplified as that.
All right, now let's take it from the top. So now the first sentence, you were addressing the taxi driver. And so you use the word
师傅，师傅。
师傅.
Yes.
Now, literally translated, Jenny, what does that mean?
It means a teacher or master.
A teacher or master?
Yes.
Interesting.
So in martial arts, a lot of students, disciples address their teachers as 师傅.
That's right. So in the old Kung Fu story, the old guy was a 师傅.
师傅, yeah.
The old, was he blind? I think he was. The old 师傅, yeah. So, the Kung Fu master is known as a 师傅, but now it's used in almost any context for even a craftsman or someone who's a master of some skill.
It's probably the most frequent situation you would call someone 师傅, to address a craftsman.
Indeed. Okay. So 师傅. And so it's perfectly okay to use that. In fact, that is the recommended
Yes.
term to use in a taxi. There are other terms you could call them.
Or even, with a plumber or...
Indeed. Somebody, So a craftsman or a workman in some context. Now, if you called a businessman 师傅, would not be...
it would be out of context.
Yeah,
and
it would be
really weird, even slightly rude.
It would be rude, because you're suggesting he's a craftsman, not something else. Oh, gets complicated. But anyway, so 师傅 for any craftsman working guy. Now, so you're addressing the driver, you call him 师傅, and then you say, stop here.
在这儿停车。在这儿停车。
Now, the word for car is...
车。车。
Now, 车 is first tone.
That's right.
Right? And the verb to stop is...
停。停。Second tone.
Second tone. Let's hear that again, that second tone.
停。停。
Good. Now, could you put them together? So, stop the car.
停车。停车。
停车.
Yes.
Okay. So 停车 means stop the car. Now, and you want to say here.
在这儿。在这儿。
Now, that's two fourth tones. Is that correct? 在这.
Yes. Actually, 在 fourth tone.
Yes.
这 fourth tone. And another word, 儿. Which
Okay.
is the second tone, but you put them together. 这儿。
Okay.
这儿。
So it's actually three. You're correct.
Three
it's actually
words.
Three
Yeah,
words.
although they sound like
two.
two.
Yeah. So you say 在这,
Yes.
meaning here, this
Yes.
place. 在这.
That's true.
So let's hear that whole sentence again, please. So you're saying, driver, stop here.
师傅，在这儿停车。师傅，在这儿停车。
Great. So that's how you say it. Now, in this case, you didn't say please. It's nice to say please sometimes, but what we're showing here is something slightly more dramatic. You want to get it across. Oh, stop here, stop here.
And I guess it's also a cultural thing. In English, it's most natural to say, please stop here.
Yeah.
However, in Chinese, it's more natural to say without saying please.
Yeah, you don't have to say
Yes,
it,
and also because you address the driver in a very
respectful
polite way.
It's
Yeah,
师
师
傅.
傅.
Yeah. Now, the driver wants to know, he looks around, he goes, huh? He says, where?
哪里？哪里？
So, 哪里 meaning where?
Yes.
Where specifically? And so the answer is...
靠边停就可以了。靠边停就可以了。
Now, you may have heard the second word, 停, again, meaning to stop. Now, let's look at this first phrase. 靠边. Tell us about this.
靠边 fourth and first tone, which means at the side.
At the side, okay. Over to the side, on the side here, right there. Or it could mean like just there.
Yeah,
right? 靠边, right there. So 靠边停, meaning stop on the side there.
Yes, exactly.
Now, there's a great phrase after that, and it is...
就可以了。就可以了。
就可以了. So, like you, the listeners now, to just listen to this a couple of more times. Get the sound and the music of it.
就可以了。就可以了。
就可以了. Now, this means that will be fine.
Yeah, that
is
would do.
fine. That would do. That would be fine. That's great. So, one more time, please.
就可以了。就可以了。
Great. Now, so the word 可以 means... to be
Fine,
able to.
yes,
To be able to. 可以. 可以了 means that's fine, that's okay. It's able to
That
be
would
done.
do,
That
yes.
will do. And 就可以了. So the 就 here means...
It emphasizes
It's just
that
emphasis.
it really will be fine.
Yeah.
It's really fine.
Yeah. 可以了 means okay. 就可以了, that means that's fine.
Yes.
That's great. Now, so let's hear that entire sentence again one more time.
靠边停就可以了。靠边停就可以了。
靠边停就可以了. Now, so that's the music of it. And we always suggest here on Chinese Pod that rather than memorizing the tones, because numbers are hard to remember after a while, listen to the music of the language and listen to the way it just flows. And that's the expression.
That's a lot
right there.
easier.
And it's more natural. More natural. Now, so the driver agrees and he says,
好的，没问题。好的，没问题。
Now, we have the music again here. So just go through this a few times. Get this into your head, right? 好的，没问题. Now, again, 好的 basically means good.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
The word 好
means good.
means good. And that's a third tone. So let's hear that again, please, Jenny.
好的，好的。
Great. Now, 没问题 literally means
No problem.
no problem. Yeah. Or
Well, it means what it literally means.
yeah, well, it means literally no
question.
Yeah.
Yes.
问题
问题 could be question
it
and
means-
problem.
yeah.
Yes.
So, 没问题
No problem.
Yeah.
没问题。
Great. Let's say that a few more times because that's super high.
没问题。
没问题
没问题。
没问题
Oh, we're just
没问题
going so easy going today.
Indeed, 没问题 No problems at all. Okay, so we hope you got the thrust of that. Listen to the music of the language. It's easier than trying to memorize all these numbers. So, because this is the language that you hear on the street, whatever about,
Yep.
you know, this is the high frequency stuff. There's lots of stuff you'll get from the grammar books and it's fine. But you may not actually hear them being used that often. But this is the stuff that you will hear. So that's empirical in that
Yes.
sense.
Speaking of which, I just had exactly the same conversation with my taxi 师傅 this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, on my way to
Well,
work.
there you go. There's the proof. Let's listen to that 3 more times.
Hello, friends. This is Sarah Chung, a content creator for Chinese Pod. Each week, we find new topics relevant to you and send them to your mobile device. Currently, we have over 4,000 lessons on the app covering a variety of topics. A huge thank you to all of our subscribers who make this amazing journey possible for all. If you are not a subscriber and you would like to try us out with no obligation, go to ChinesePod.com and start your free 30-day trial. You have nothing to lose and so much to gain, so sign up now.
Dialogue first time. 师傅，在这儿停车，
哪里？
靠边停就可以了。
好的，没问题。
Second time. 师傅，在这儿停车，
哪里？
靠边停就可以了。
好的，没问题。
Third time. 师傅，在这儿停车，
哪里？
靠边停就可以了。
好的，没问题。
Okay, well, we hope that was useful. You can, of course, go to ChinesePod.com and drill down into the exercises and all those other goodies to help you to consolidate what you hear in the audio. But for now, from here in Shanghai, from Jenny and I, it's time for us to say
再见。
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number 0290. So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0290 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again? www.chinesepod.com/0290.
Chinese Pod, Chinese Pod.